Hey, Shalom. Call Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. All praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who taught me the truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. It's to our Payah from the Providence, Rhode Island camp. Lord willing, this lessons edifying, straight to the point. And to wanted to go into an article that had inspired me to actually click the record button. And the Water Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, of course, first and foremost. And it says, what to know about the new C-19 vaccine booster. This was published September 13th of this year. And, you know, the pandemic took place in 2019. Okay, and here we are 4 years later in 2023, heading into 2024. There is a new booster that has been created. And what this is going to do, this is going to cause uproar. This is going to cause uproar because there was a point where people weren't able to work if they didn't have a shot or two. And you had people out here looking at each other like if they were villains, one towards another. It was a method of division. And you had people that willingly took this vaccine, and had some that didn't. You had allegations, I'm going to say it like that. I'm going to say allegations that the vaccines caused death. And other people were saying that the vaccines didn't cause death. Okay? But I want to read a little bit of what they got here in this article. And it says, in a long-awaited update to the COVID-19 vaccine schedule, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control, CDC, Vaccine Committee recommended that everyone 6 months or older should get another booster shot. They recommended everyone 6 months or older should get another booster shot. So, you folks out there that have already taken a booster, right? Maybe I think you probably on your first or second, maybe third shot right now. You may be wondering, like, damn, what were these boosters for if I got to take another one? Showing you that, how can I word this without getting clipped? There's a method to the actions. There's a method behind the actions that are being made. Okay. I'm gonna keep reading a little bit more. I just wanted to put this article out there for the flock, whoever tunes in. So, CDC Director Manny Cohen endorsed the recommendation made by the agency's committee of outside vaccine experts. That shot will be the newest vaccine greenlit by the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, just a day earlier. The FDA approved mRNA vaccines made by Moderna and Pfizer BioNTech that target the XBB 1.5 variant for everyone 12 years or older, and issued an emergency use authorization for mRNA vaccines for children 6 months to 11 years. The FDA's actions also mean that the updated vaccine is the only one authorized or approved against COVID-19. The previous booster against BA.45 is no longer authorized. You see this? It's like a person telling you to move some furniture, and the furniture is heavy as hell, so you're struggling just to get it in a particular spot where they wanted it to be. And then whenever you finally put it there, the person completely changes their mind and said, no, I don't want it there no more. I want it over here. So that person moving the furniture had you doing all that work, struggling and all this stuff for nothing, just to say they wanted it somewhere else. I hope you can see the comparison. I wanted to go into a quick scripture edition. There's only so many verses that word seditions in. All right, and I want to get that ready, and I wanted to pull up Biden new vaccine. I wanted to pull up another article. See here. So this was prior to the article that I had just read, coming from Fox News. This was published August 26th. It says Biden plans to ask Congress for funding to develop new COVID vaccine, may recommend shot for all. The announcement comes near a year after Biden declared the pandemic was over. Says here, Biden said Friday he plans to request additional funding from Congress for the development of a new vaccine, adding he may require everyone to take it, whether they previously received the vaccine or not. Woo, man! Ah, man, this is crazy right here. This right here is crazy. Adding he may require. What does it mean to require? Let's look this up. Require, need for a particular purpose. See here. To claim or ask for by right and authority. To call for as suitable or appropriate. To demand. To demand as necessary or essential, having a compelling need for. Let's look up what demand means. And okay, and a demand. Let's see. Demand. You can't use the same word to define a word. That's stupid. Let's see what else. An urgent need, the requirement. Yeah, so you folk get the point, man. You folk gets the point. What was I? So let's read a little bit more. Here, starting right here. Biden, who is vacationing on the Lake Tahoe area, was asked by a reporter on Friday if he could say anything about the uptick of COVID-19 cases and the new variant. Whoa, see, now you have an uptick of COVID cases. So there's an uprise of COVID again. Okay. And Biden says, yes, I can. The president says, I signed off this morning on a proposal we have to present to Congress, a request for additional funding for a new vaccine that is necessary, that works. So they requested for something new that works. So apparently the ones that they came out with didn't work. You see that? Apparently it did not work. So I want to go here, pull up another article, pull out right here. This was published 2 days ago, on the 13th, the same day that this whole new, the whole vaccine, the whole new one came out. The article, that one was published. This is Newsweek.com, says Canada officials tells residents to get masks ready. Canadian Chief Public Health Officer Dr. Theresa Tam told residents this week to get their masks ready amid ongoing discussions surrounding the possible return of mask mandates. Tam and other Canadian health officials wore face masks during a press briefing on Tuesday. When asked about their decision to mask up, Tam said, "It is a layer of protection. We hope people have developed a habit to use masks as needed during the rest of our season, not just for COVID, but all the other respiratory pathogens that will be transmitted around this time." Tam continued, "I do think now is the time to get your mask ready if you don't already have them. in our own particular context, we certainly in our area, there's been an uptick in some of the COVID-19 indicators. You see this? And I'm gonna show another article. First lady, let me see. Test positive. Let me see here. Yup, look at this right here. This was published September 5th. First Lady Jill Biden tests positive for the COVID-19. You see that? It says First Lady Jill Biden tested positive on Monday and is experiencing mild symptoms. So you can see kind of what's happening here. All right. You can see there's also more cases being built up in Florida, up in Atlanta, but the press isn't really covering it like that. But I want to go here, 2nd Ezra 15 and 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sworn to destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. There's already division in this country. There's already division in the whole entire world. Okay, look at what's happening. Republicans versus Democrats. Straights versus gays. Blacks versus whites. It's about to get worse with this whole new thing that I had just brought out coming about. It's gonna be masked versus the unmasked. Hey, put your mask on. Some people are gonna be like, nah, you're bugging. It's gonna get crazy out here. Okay? It's gonna get really crazy out here. Don't be surprised if it actually does. People are gonna fight each other. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So nobody's going to care about these government officials and what they say, because last time there was a lockdown, okay, people were going crazy, berserk. They didn't even think they could be in a position like that ever. It was a blessing for some and a curse for some. That time period was a big shake, a big shake up, man. And people are not gonna be happy if they gotta wear masks again, or if they're gonna be restricted of paint from their jobs just because they can't take a shot. They don't want to take a shot, stuff like that, man. So it's gonna get crazy again. It's gonna get crazy again. And Koholo Yahweh Bashim Al Shai for stirring up the minds of the kings to do such things, to cause the people man to rebel. But I just wanted to bring those things out. Lord willing, it was edifying. Call Yahweh Bashim Al Shai Bashim Al Shalom.